I learned a very important lesson. People believe whatever they read. Something magical happens once it's put down on paper. They figured no one would go to the trouble of writing it down if it wasn't the truth. Well, responsibility was my new watchword. Anyway, the Army must have really scared Private Harvey J. Lindstrom that night. Because when I heard the phone ring in Sergeant Toomey's room, the poor guy must have talked his guts out. I went out for a smoke because what happened in the next 10 seconds was something I didn't want to see or hear. I felt lousy about Hennessy. The next weekend, I went to Rowena's again. She didn't even remember me. She acted like I was a stranger. I told her about Hennessy doing it with another guy and maybe getting 5 years in jail. And she says, well, I haven't got any sympathy for that kind of sweetheart. They're taking the bread out of the mouths of my babies. I'm never going to pay for it again. It cheapens the whole idea of sex. I was determined to meet the perfect girl, and I knew just what she would be like. She's going to be athletic, someone I can fly balls to, and she'll catch all of them. And she'll love to go to the movies and read books and see plays and never run out of conversation. She's out there. I know it. The woman I'm falling in love with is living in New York, or Boston, or Philadelphia, walking around the streets not even knowing I'm alive. There she is, and here I am, the both of us just waiting around to meet. Why doesn't she just yell out, Eugene, I'm here! Come and get me!
Surprise attack! You hit them both at dawn and don't have no time to warn each other.
Hey, Cardi, when it's dawn in Europe, it's not the same time.
In Japan.
Japan can read about it in their newspapers.
Besides, we don't have enough trained men to attack both places on the same day.
Do you know what Time Magazine estimates the casualty rate for a full-scale invasion would be? 68%.
68% of us would be killed or wounded.
No shit. So out of this group, how many is that?
Out of the 6 of us here, about 4.3 of us would get it.
Well, what part of the body's .3?
What part of your body's .3?
Hey, guys, listen. If you knew you were one of the guys who was going to get it, and if you knew it right now, what would you do with your last few days on Earth? I give everyone 5 seconds to think about it.
I thought about it. Not gonna die.
Why not? It's like a fantasy. I'm giving you the opportunity to do anything you ever dream of. Come on!
I think it's a good idea. Let's play for money.
For what? For money?
Yeah, $5 a man. The guy with the best fantasy collects the pot.
That's morbid.
Okay, I'm in. We need a judge.
I'll be the judge. Why you? Because I thought up the game. Come on, ante up, everybody. Come on, Hennessy. Arnold, I know you have some great fantasies.
Don't sell my fantasy.
What is bunk? Hey, come on, Arnold.
Love this, man. I'm gonna clean up.
Okay. Carney, you're first. You're dead. Killed in action. What are you gonna do with your last few days on Earth?
Okay. I see a Radio City Music Hall. 5 shows a day. My own spot. And the audience is 4,000 girls and 1 man. And every girl's gorgeous. And every girl's size 38, 24, 36. And every girl wants to be real bad.
Well, who's the man?
The prison deck records. He wants me to. And at the end of the last show, I have my choice. All 1,000 girls or a record contract.
Which one do you take?
The record contract. I would take the record contract. Right, take the record contract.
More! He believe me. He could have bought 4,000 girls, and now he got a record contract that ain't worth shit.
Wrong, because now they started girl girls on anyway. Yeah? How? You're dead! Girls never go out dead record stars. Bullshit! I paid my $5 and it's a way I won. What's my score, Gene?
Well, you started out with an A, but you finished with a B.
He's not bad. I never did school.
Hey, well, Selders, you're next.
Okay. Here we go. I make it with 7 of the richest women in the world. And I'm so hot, each dame gives me $1 million. And at the end of the week, I got $7 million.
Hey, but how are you going to spend $7 million 1 week if you're dead?
I told you, that's why I need 10 days.
I need a long weekend to spend the money.
Get up, sir, because I got you all beat.
Moronic. It's beyond moronic. It's submoronic.
Go ahead, Jerome. Break their
Gerard's and tell him I scored.
It lacks poetry. I give Silverage a B.
A B? You give me a B? That creep signed a record contract that ain't worth shit and he got a B. I want my money back.
Hey, touch that money.
And you did. I was kidding. You think I was serious? I was kidding. Who's next?
Hennessy.
No. I'm not ready
Now,
yet.
come on, it's your turn.
You know I'm not good at things like this.
Come on, just say it.
He can't think of anything, so he's out tough shit. Give him a minute. Who's next?
Okay, it's my fantasy. Okay, my last week on Earth, I would spend it with my family. Look, it's my last week on Earth, and I'll spend it the way I want, and I would like to spend it with my family.
I like spending my family.
Go ahead, Jerome. What do you give him for that crap?
Well, it's not interesting, but at least it's honest. I give him a B+.
Okay, this game is fixed. Call in the military police, because I got a B for screwing 7 million heiresses, and he got a B+ for going home to his mother? I want to change my answer. I want to visit sick children in the
Knock it
hospital.
off, Silverage. Hey, Wachowski, it's your turn.
Don't let us down, Kowski, so it was your hero.
Okay. I always wanted to make it with a world-famous woman. Didn't matter if she was beautiful or not, as long as she was mine.
You got someone in mind?
Yeah, I got someone in
I
mind.
think we're headed for an A+, boys.
Who's woman, Kowski?
The Queen of England.
That is disgusting. That's like making it with your grandmother.
Besides, you wouldn't be the only one. What about the King of England?
Kings and queens just do it once a year to make a prince. Me, I had her every day, night, for a week.
You couldn't get near. They keep trying to buy the Rockingham Palace.
For me, she'd say,
Let that sexy Wachowski in my chamber.
Apes and gorillas. I'm living with apes and gorillas.
Give me a score, Gene. What's this?
Yes, give the early meat on his skull.
Well, I find it completely unredeeming in every way. I'm morally, ethically, sexually.
sexually, but it's that style.
I give Wachowski an A-.
Okay, I'm not getting beat out by a guy who hunts the mother of the British Empire.
You know, I'm learning a lot about you guys tonight.
And vice versa, jerk off.
So I'm right. No, there's still 2 more.
Epstein's next. I wonder what his last week on Earth would be like. Probably want to take an English exam at City College.
Come on, Arnold. It's your turn.
What's your most secret desire? What would you do with your last few days on Earth?
There's no point to this game.
Yes, there is.
What's the point?
I thought up the game. Come on. What would you do with your last few days on Earth?
I want to say it might not come true.
He doesn't have one, just complained.
Pass gas.
That's his secret desire.
He wants to bend over and blow up the world.
Hey, listen, guys. I know Arnold's got one. Come on, Arnold. What would you do with your last few days on Earth?
I would like to see Sergeant Merwin J. Toomey do 200 push-ups in front of his platoon.
That's good. I hate to admit it, but that's real good.
Okay.
500 would have been better.
No. I think it's terrific. I give Epstein an A+.
A+, you're crazy, now you can't beat him.
I can still tie him.
Hey, if it's time, nobody wins, all bets are off.
Okay, fair enough. But
Someone has to pick a judge.
Wachowski, you pick.
Sure. I pick Selridge.
I love it. No matter what crap he says, he gets an A+. Your money's safe, boys.
Come on, Gene. Let's hear what yours is.
Okay. I get mine by wiping out a whole battalion of Japanese Marines, and then they put a statue of me up at Brighton Beach, or they name a middle school after me, or a swimming
All
pool.
they give you is a locker room. The Eugene and Jerome locker
Let
room.
him finish. Go on, Gene.
Well, I mean, if it was my last few days on Earth, I'd fall in love with who? The perfect girl.
There is no perfect girl.
If I fell in love with her, she would be the perfect girl.
Told you, Jewish guys, they're all homos.
Incredible. Okay, boy, tell him to score. I'll take my money back.
Yeah, go on, tell him to score.
I give him a C-.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let him hit me with that pitchy story. I said something that was hot. I'm not giving him an A+.
Jesus! You're a moron!
Go check on the tree and see where you dropped your
I
brains.
couldn't help it. I couldn't.
Go ahead. Arnold, it's your money. Go ahead.
It never fails. It's always the Jews that end up with the money.
Ain't that right, Roy?
Well, that's me. I never met a Jew before the army.
Well, there really is a spot. There's one, There's another one. They're the ones that slide the bacon under their toast so no one sees them eat it. Ain't that right, Jerome?
No, I'm tired of taking this Jew crap from you, Kowski. I know you can probably beat the hell out of me, but I'm not going to take it anymore. You understand?
Sure you will. We'll take it easy, Chip. Come on. Come on, let's see how tough you are. I'm not that Alka-Seltzer. Run it!
Knock it off, Kelsey. What difference does it make when you need?
I didn't start it. Epstein's the one who thinks he's too good to take orders. Well, I'm not doing 100 push-ups for any goddamn goof up anymore. If he doesn't shape up, we'll bust his face where he's got Junos and knives.
Big men in tight pants. What's the caffeine free diet Pepsi? I do. 1 can of chemicals for Mickey the cop. It's warm. Because the refrigerator's been broken for 2 weeks. So it drips a little. Who wants food? What have you got? I got brown sandwiches and green sandwiches. I'll take the brown. You're gonna eat food from that refrigerator? Are you some kind of health nut? Eat, Mickey. We roll again. Eat. 3. 1, 2, 3.
Science and nature. This is good. What closes when a frog swallows?
His eyes. They close their eyes.
That's right. How did you know that?
Oh, that was the guy who looked like a frog once.
Hey, Aalor, can we make a rule? Every 6 months you have to buy fresh potato chips.
What my
Food. All right, I am Ruby the nice one.
You all owe me $6 a piece for the buffalo.
Buffet!
Hot diet colas and 2 sandwiches left over when we went to high school.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Sports and leisure.
horse missing Karen's hand for inspiration while running the hurdles at the 1908 Olympics.
Extra jockey short.
Is that your answer? You say that one more time, I'm taking you hostage, I swear to God.
He carried a Bible.
That's right!
The woman's unbelievable.
How?
You know about the 1908 Olympics?
From Phil?
Oh.
Phil knew more about sports than any man I ever knew. I think perhaps he'd still be married today if I could have only won the Kentucky Derby.
You're right again. The man lost her entire life savings at the bar. 2. Science lecture.
What's the strongest muscle in a man's body?
Before or after? And you're not still sending Phil money, are you?
No. A few $100 just till he gets his life straightened out.
He's been trying to get straightened out for 2 whole years. How bad was
I
he?
can't help it, all right? Every time I hear his voice on the phone, I end up sending him a check.
I would never support an ex-husband. Not until women are getting equal pay with men.
Right.
Do you know what the strongest muscle?
Say time.
That's right!
2. Again, sports.
What's the southern dish made of pig's small intestines called?
Airplane food.
Chitlins!
Hello? Oh my God, Phil, I was just talking about
Wait,
you.
somebody have a checkbook?
So, how have you been, Phil? You sound good. Yeah, you sound like you have a little cold. Haven't been sleeping, eh?
You swear me, this is gonna cost me.
Don't give in.
No, what have you been doing, Phil?
Mostly thinking of me.
That's sweet. Maybe we're talking 4 figures here. You're a fine? What kind of a fine? You want us to cut the wire? You owe 2 months back pay. Gee, I'm sorry, Phil. How much does it come to?
$1,000,006.
Well, I wish I could help you out, Phil, but I'm broke myself. I just paid the last 2 years' taxes. I know you hate to ask, Phil. I hate to turn you down. But...
Hang up, voice cracks.
What's wrong with your voice, Phil? Phil, I'll send you $300. Is that all right? Stop coughing, Phil. Sympathy is not going to work with me. I'm sending you $500, and that's it.
Even money should go to $650.
It's what? Our anniversary. Yeah, well, the same to you, Phil. Sure, $650's fine. All right, goodbye, Phil. You sound like Orphan Annie in a snowstorm. What do you want from me?
You give your ex-husband $650, and your best friends get to eat cow patties?
There's other men around, you know.
Yeah, you think I don't know? There's 2 Spanish brothers in this building who are crazy about me. They're the sexiest guys you ever saw. I must be crazy. Why am I sending a shiftless drunk like Phil $750? I've got all the trouble in marriage when you can have a roommate. I'll start looking around the bus tomorrow.
Entertainment!
What group started the movie Rock Around the Clock?
Show her in, please. Quietly. Good morning, madam. Forgive me for not standing, but I'm somewhat incapacitated. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
You can help me, sir. I pray to God you can help. No help, anything.
Calm yourself, madam, please. I beg of you, calm yourself. Now, I'm sure Mrs. Swanson, we approach the problem sensibly and quietly. Now, what exactly is the trouble?
Well, sir, it's my husband. Called it a session. He's been sick for 5 months. 5 agonizing months.
Well, I know the horrors of illness, madam, and can sympathize. What's the nature of his illness?
Well, it's a nervous disorder.
Everything grates on his nerves. If you so much as touch him, he'll scream out. How or why he got it, nobody knows.
I have an inkling. Please go on. A little less descriptively if possible.
Well, while the poor man was lying in bed for these 5 months recuperating.
He was dismissed from his job for no reason.
That's a pity, quite certainly, madam, but I don't quite see the connection with our bank.
You don't know how I suffered during his illness. And then when I went to get my husband's pay, they deducted 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. For what I asked, because they said he borrowed it from the employees' fund. But that's impossible. He could never borrow it without my approval. I'd break his arm! No, well, he was sick, of course. I'm not well myself, sir. I have this racking cough. It's a terrible thing to hear.
I can well understand why it took your husband 5 months to recuperate, madam, but what is it that you want from me?
My 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. They won't give it to me because I'm a poor, weak, defenseless creature. Some of them have laughed in my face, sir. Laughed! Ha! Where's the humor in a poor, defenseless creature like myself?
None. I see none at all. However, madam, I don't wish to be unkind, but you will have to go to the agency where your husband was employed. Oh!
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I can't help you.
Are you saying you can't help me?
I'm trying. I don't seem to be making headway.
Are you saying that you doubt my husband is sick?
Madam, not only do I not doubt it, I would swear to it.
Are you laughing at me?
Laughing? I'm lucky I'm breathing. Jokin!
Did I tell you I'm fasting? I haven't eaten in 3 days. I want to eat, but nothing stays down. I had the same cup of coffee 3 times today.
Jokin!
I faint at the least provocation. What? Did you see?
Did you see how I just played it?
8 times a day!
Get her out of my office! Who let her in here?
Unit, sir!
Don't you touch me! If you touch me, I'll scream so loud they'll hear it all over the city. No one will come to a bank where they beat weak, defenseless women! Think I'm going to fight again.
Weak, defenseless, madam. You are as defenseless as a charging rhinoceros. You are as weak as the king of the jungle. Madam, you are a plague that wipes out all that crosses your path. Madam, you are a raging river, a river that washes out bridges and stately homes. Madam, you are a wind that blows villages over mountains. Madam, it is women like you who drive men like me to the condition of husbands like yours.
Are you saying you're not going to help me?
Hit her, Protect, and strike her! Not the dead!
Help! Help! I'm being beaten! Oh, merciful God, they're beating me!
Stop it! Jokin, give her what she wants. Give her anything. Only just get her out of there.
My 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. Not a penny more. That's all that's due to me, and that's all I want.
Well. How about that, Mr. This is going to be a fiasco tonight? You know, he's heading all the way out to New Jersey at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now that is what I call the complete gentleman. You know, he hasn't even given a thought about how he's going to get back home. No, maybe he'll spend the night. Oh, no, not my mother. But again, anything can happen. I got an idea. How about we take a bottle downstairs. Ring all the doorbells and yell police just to see who comes out of the apartment. Huh? What's the matter, darling? Don't you feel well?
What a rotten thing to do to your own mother.
What?
Do you have any idea how she just felt? You know what kind of night this was for her?
On the way, Paul, isn't open yet.
Oh, and you did not see her 2 minutes ago? While you were upstairs with that Hungarian duck and Heinz. Well, she felt miserable. Her face was only in the trip that we took tonight.
Well, she didn't say anything to me, Paul.
Oh, she's too good of a sport. Dragging this woman in the middle of a harbor for a bowl of sheep dip.
It was Greek bean soup, Paul. At least she tasted it. She didn't walk over to her with a little knife throwing cute little infograms like, ho, 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 I think there's someone in there.
Well, that's right. Well, at least I was being honest about it. Why you eating 2 bowls trying to show off the Al Capone at the next table?
Paul, what are you so angry about?
I just told you. I felt terrible for your mother.
Wow. Wow, where is she this very minute, baby? She's probably with the most attractive guy that she's ever been with. And you can't tell me, Paul, that doesn't beat the hell out of air curlers in the Late Late Show.
Oh, I can just hear it now. What a sparkling conversation. He's probably telling her about the chicken cacciatore he once cooked for the high llama to bed, while your mother's popping Pepto-Bismol down her mouth.
Well, darling, you never can tell what people talk about when they're alone.
I don't understand how you can be so unconcerned about this.
I'm concerned? Oh, Paul, okay. I'm plenty of concern. Do you think that I'm going to get 1 week of sleep tonight until that phone rings tomorrow? I am just grateful that I finally have the opportunity to be afraid about something. What I'm concerned about is you.
Me? Me?
Paul, I am just beginning to wonder if you're capable of having a good time.
Why? Because I wear my gloves in the winter?
No, because there isn't the least bit of adventure in you. Do you know what you are, Paul?
What?
You're a watcher. There are watchers in this world and there are doers. And the watchers sit around watching the doers do. And tonight, Paul, you watched while I did.
Yeah, well, it's hard for me to watch what you did. Actually, I was watching what you were doing. You know what I mean.
Oh, Paul, that's just it, Paul. You can't even relax for one night. You won't even let your hair down for 1 minute. Sometimes you act like
a stuffed shirt.
No, wait, I didn't
no,
say that.
That's what you're implying.
No, that's what you were anticipating. I didn't say you wore a stuffed shirt. But you're extremely proper and dignified.
I'm proper and dignified. I am proper and dignified. When was I proper and dignified?
All right. The other night at Delfino's, you were drunk, right?
Right, I was drunk.
Okay, well, I didn't know that until you told me the next morning. Sat there, looking funny and watching your coat.
I was watching my coat because someone else was watching my coat. Look, if you want to, I'll get drunk for you sometime and I'll show you a song. Make your hair stand on end.
Is it necessary, Paul?
Do you remember PJ's card last New Year's Eve party? I punched the old woman in the face, so don't tell me about drunks.
All right, Paul.
Then when else was I proper and dignified?
Always, Paul, always. You always say the right things. You always dress right. You know, Paul, you're very close to being perfect.
That's the right thing to say.
You can't even walk into the candy store and ask the lady for a Tootsie Roll. You have to walk to the counter and say, can I have that thing in the brown and white wrapper?
That's it.
And you're not, Paul. I mean, that's just it. All right? Like Thursday night. You wouldn't walk barefoot with me in the park. Why not?
Very simple answer. It was 17 degrees.
Very sensible and very logical. Except, Paul, that isn't any fun.
You know what? Maybe I'm too proper and dignified for you. Maybe you might be happy with someone more colorful, more flamboyant, someone like the geek.
Well, he'd be a lot more fun in a stuffed shirt.
Oh, I thought I wasn't.
Well, you are now, Paul.
You know what? I am not going to listen to this. I am not going to listen to this.
Wait.
I got a case in court in the morning.
Paul, where are you going?
I'm going to sleep.
Now? You can't go to sleep now. We're in the middle of a fight.
You know what? You have the fight, but when you get through, turn off the lights.
Oh, now, Paul, that gets me insane. That gets me insane. You can control your own emotions.
Look, I am every bit as upset as you are. When I get hungry, I eat. And when I get tired, I sleep. You eat and you sleep too, so don't deny it. I've seen it.
Not in the middle of a crisis.
What crisis? We're just young a little.
What crisis? What crisis? Our whole marriage hangs on the balance in what crisis?
When did this happen?
Just now, Paul. Just now, I have finally realized that you and I have absolutely nothing in common.
Okay.
You having any trouble in there?
No, no trouble.
Then what the hell are you doing for 10 minutes? Come on, kid, I haven't got all day. Oh, no. Look, honey, you can wear your shorts if you want to, but I have a rule against wearing army shoes in bed, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just forgot to take them off.
Velva was working.
You don't mind a little perfume, do you, honey? The boy before you had a gal in a aquavella.
No, I don't mind.
You can spray some on me if you want.
Gee, smells good.
If you'd like a bottle for a girl for a nice out, then $5 apiece.
You sell perfume, too?
Oh, honey, I sell hard-to-get items. So stockings, black panties. You interested?
Do you carry men's clothing?
That's cute. You're cute, honey. Let me take your shoes off for you.
Oh, no. I can do it. Honest, I can.
This your first time?
My first time? Huh. Are you kidding? No, it was my second time.
It's the first time they were closed.
And you don't smoke cigarettes either, do you?
How'd you know?
You looked like your face was on fire. Look, honey, if you want to try to look older, why don't you try a mustache?
Well, I did, but it wouldn't grow on the left side.
What's your name?
Rowena, what's yours?
My name? Well, I suddenly panicked.
Supposing the girl kept a diary or something.
Well, honey.
Jack Mulgroovy.
Yeah? I knew a Tom McGreevy once.
Oh, no, mine's Mulgroovy. Ooh, not E.
Where you from, Jack?
Texarkana?
Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is that Texas or is that Arkansas?
Arkansas, I think.
You freak.
Well, my family moved from there when I was 4.
Then we moved to Georgia.
Really? You a cracker?
What's a cracker?
Somebody from Georgia, Jack.
Oh, yeah, I'm a cracker. Whole family's crackers. Were you born in Biloxi?
No, Gulfport. I moved there with my husband.
Your husband? You're married? Jeez, if he finds me, he'll kill me.
No, he won't. Honey.
But he knows you're
Sure he does. That's how we met. He's in the Navy. One of my best customers.
You mean you charge your own husband?
No, I mean he's my best lover. Now, you gonna do it from there, Calvin? Because if you are, I'm gonna have to make a few adjustments.
No, I'm ready. Here I come.
You gonna hang on the edge like that? Because if you are, we're gonna be on the floor in 2 minutes.
I didn't want to crowd you.
Crowding is what it's all about, Ted. All right, honey, do your stuff.
What stuff is that?
Whatever it is you like to do, honey.
Why don't you start and I'll catch up?
Didn't anyone ever tell you what to do, baby?
Well, my brother told me once, but you look a lot different than him.
You're sweet. You remind me of a boy I went to high school with. I had the biggest damn crush on him. Ooh, hi.
Do you have a hickey?
Anything the matter?
My nose is running.
Oh. Oh, honey. Easy now. All better?
Yes, thank you. Look, I don't want to offend you or anything, but I really don't care if this is a great experience or not. I just want to get it over with.
Whatever you say, cowboy. Lights on or off?
I prefer a blindfold.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Whoa. Oh, God. Oh.
I did it!
Anything else, cowboy?
Yes.
perfume and 2 pairs of black panties, please.
So you're saying you and me on the surfboard at the same time?
Who's looking over here?
Dangerous?
Here she comes!
Great. Okay.
Clean the apartment!
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. I'll be there.
Clean the apartment! Open the door! Where are you going?
Open the door!
Open the door, I'm not ready yet.
Mr. Cornell!
I have tried to be friendly.
I have tried to be friendly, and I have tried to be cordial. And I don't know what it is you are trying to be. Now, the first night I was appreciative of you carrying my trunk up the stairs. The fact that it slipped and fell 5 flights and smashed to pieces is not your fault. And I didn't even mind the personal message you painted for me on the stairs. I thought it was crazy, but it was sort of sweet. However,
Things have got to stop, Mr. Cornell.
this has gone too far. I can do very well without you leaving little chocolate almond Hershey bars in my mail box.
They melted yesterday.
And now I've got 3
We let us come with
nuts in them. And I can do without you tying big bottles of Deyke on my cat's tail.
The poor thing kept swishing
Yesterday, she nearly beat herself to death. And I can do without you sneaking in my office after I go to work and paint my balcony without even telling me about it. I stepped out there yesterday, and my slippers are still glued to the floor. And I can do it without you watching me get on the bus every day through that high-powered telescope of yours. You got me so nervous the other day I got on the wrong bus. In short, Mr. Cornell,
And I do not have to say this again. Leave me alone!
Aside from all of that, is there any chance of you falling in love with me?
you are crackers. Did you know that your roommate is crackers?
Yes, I just didn't know the exact medical term.
Didn't you listen to one solitary word I just said to you?
Yes, I was listening. I was listening, looking, and smelling.
I don't want to be smelled. Tell him to stop smelling me.
Norman, stop smelling her.
I'm going to tell you this once more for the last time. I am engaged to First Lieutenant Burt Fenneman of the United States Marine Corps, and in 6 weeks, I will be Mrs. First Lieutenant Burt Fenneman of the United States
Marine Corps.
I intend to be happily married to him for the rest of my natural life. Do you understand that?
Lower your voice! I'm trying to hear your hair grow.
What is wrong with him? Does he have oral troubles?
Oral trouble?
Is his ears hard of hearing?
Oh, yes, he has very bad orals.
Oh, I thought as much. I would have you arrested, you know, for loitering, breaking and entering, tampering with my mailbox, pestering Peep and Tom, and don't think I won't do it.
Then I will have you arrested! For creamy, smooth skin, perfect teeth, a ridiculously small nose, insanely gorgeous earlobes, an unbelievable, fantastic fragrance.
I don't want to be smelled! Would you do something?
Would you like me to hold his nose? I'm sorry, but a woman like you should not be allowed to walk the streets alone. This is a citizen's arrest. Come here!
Keep away from me! I'm going to arrange for my fiancé to inflict bodily harm. You tell him that!
Norman, her fiancé is going to inflict your body with harm.
Do you think that would stop me? That would beatings, flailings, whippings. I welcome them. Tell her!
He says he welcomes beatings, flailings, and whippings.
I heard him!
She heard you.
If having a friend of yours beat me very, very hard is going to make you happy, then my entire face is at your disposal.
Okay. I run one of those television programs or something, because if we are, I would like to know. Otherwise, I'm calling Camp Pendleton!
But don't look at me. I'm just an innocent bystander.
So am I. 2 years ago, I represented my country on the Olympic swim team, and I was 100% physically perfect. Until I was next door, and he left that little trail of heart-shaped candy bars trying to clean my apartment, I get 10 hours of sleep. If I find him sitting in that big tree outside my window, strumming the ukulele and singing Spanish songs, then I'm clean to breathe!
I'm getting to her.
Hello?
Hi.
Did you go to dance?
Who, me?
Oh, well, I don't dance.
I'll bet you do.
No, I swear I never dance.
Then why did you come to a dance?
That's a logical question, because I like to talk, and I hope I meet someone I like talking to.
We can talk while we dance.
It's hard for me because I'm always counting. Whatever you'd ask me, I answer 1, 2, 1, 2.
Then I'll only ask you mathematical questions. I'll bet you didn't know how to march before you got into the army.
No, I didn't.
But if you can learn to march, you can learn to dance.
Except I didn't learn how to march. I've been doing push-ups till I was 83.
Well, I'm not that strict, but if it makes you that uncomfortable, I wanted to ruin your privacy. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay, what?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Are you sure?
Positive?
Good.
All I have to do is step right in place.
Right.
Sorry.
You're doing fine, except your lips are moving.
If my lips don't move, my feet don't move.
Then try talking instead of counting.
Okay, let's see. My name is G. 1, 2, 1. Sorry.
It's okay. We're making some headway. Just plain Jean?
Well, if you want the long version, it's Eugene Morris Jerome. Sorry. Listen, can we sit down? I've stepped on your toes 3 times already. You haven't even said a word. You deserve a rest. What's your name?
Daisy.
You're kidding. Daisy's my favorite character in literature.
Daisy Miller or Daisy Buchanan?
Buchanan, The Great Gatsby is one of the all-time great books. Actually, I've never read Daisy Miller. Is it good?
That's wonderful. Although I prefer The Great Gatsby. New York must have been thrilling in the 20s.
It was, at least what I saw from my baby carriage. That's where I'm from. What else?
What else what?
You don't have books with Daisy in the title, do you?
No, I like books with Anna in the title too. Anna Karenina, Anna Christie. That was a play by O'Neill.
I know, Eugene O'Neill. Claire's name Eugene O'Neill's my favorite. I didn't think I'd be having a conversation like this in Biloxi, Mississippi.
You don't like Biloxi?
It's not a bad town. It's okay. It's all right. I hate it.
I'm not that fond of it myself. Actually, I'm from Gulfport. We all are.
I know Gulfport. Really?
Yeah, I know.
I doubt it. Do you go to school out there?
Mm-hmm. St. Mary's Catholic School. It's an all-girls school. I think we'd better be moving on. We're supposed to mingle, and if we're with anyone for more than 10 minutes, the sisters get very nervous.
Well, we haven't used up for 10 minutes yet. Please, I like talking to you.
Well, just a few minutes.
Would you like a Coke or something?
Well, it's way on the other side of the room. You could use up at least a minute.
You're right. Let the next guy get you a Coke. I don't mean to sound prejudiced, but I didn't think there were any girls like you in the South. I mean, so easy to talk to.
Oh, there are, believe me. I'm not really from the South anyway. I was raised in Chicago. My father used to work on the newspaper there. Then we moved to New Orleans, where he had a job on the Examiner as city editor. But he took 6 months off first to write a book.
You're kidding! Your father's a writer? That's what I want to be. Listen, would it offend you if I thought that you were really pretty?
No, why should it? I like it when boys think I'm pretty.
Do a lot of boys think you're pretty?
I hope so.
They don't always say it. They get very shy around me. My father thinks I intimidate boys my own age.
You don't seem intimidated.
Well, I'm not. I told you, I'm from New York.
What kind of writer do you want to be?
I don't know yet. All I've written is a few short stories and my memoirs. I write down all my thoughts and how I feel about things. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
My father kept a journal the last few years. That's how he wrote his book. I read that's a very good way to become a writer.
Well, a few people that read my memoirs were quite impressed.
Sister Marissa's glaring at me across the room. I'd better see if somebody else wants to dance.
I had a nice time talking to you, Eugene Morris Jerome. I'm trying to remember your whole name in case I ever see it in print someday.
Well, what's yours in case I want to write a letter to St. Mary's All-Girl Catholic School in Gulfport?
Hannigan. Daisy Hannigan.
Hannigan, great name. F. Scott Fitzgerald should have thought of that before Buchanan.
Well, you have my permission to use it.
I wouldn't mind being immortalized.
Goodbye, Eugene.
Goodbye, Daisy. God, every time I say your name, I feel like speaking literature.
You say nice things. In fact, I said one wrong thing the entire conversation. Goodbye.
Bye, Daisy.
No, that is Edison. Edison. E-D-I-S-O-N. Edison! Mel? Mel, is that you?
Yes.
Coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Did Mildred come in and clean today?
Not today, that's Mondays and Thursdays. Honey, baby, sugar plum, we've been robbed!
What do you mean robbed?
Robbed? Robbed! What does robbed mean? People come in, they take our stuff out, we have been robbed!
I don't understand. You mean to tell me that someone just walked in here and robbed us?
No, they called first and made an appointment. What do you think? We have been robbed.
All right, calm down, Linda, calm down. I'm just asking a simple question. What happened?
I don't know yet. I was gone for 5 minutes and came back and found the place like this.
You couldn't have been gone 5 minutes. I mean, look at this place.
5 minutes, that's all I was gone.
5 minutes, huh? Well, we better call the FBI then, because every crook you knew young must have been in here.
Well, then that's who was here. That's who we should call.
When you came back into the building, did you notice anyone suspicious looking?
Everyone in this building is suspicious looking.
You didn't see anybody carrying any bundles, any pouches?
I didn't notice.
What do you mean you didn't notice?
I mean, I didn't notice. What do you think? I walk around looking for people carrying my television?
They took the television!
Brand new color television. Well, they're not looking for 1948 Bilcos. I mean, it was there. I saw it.
All right, Edna, calm down. Let me get you a drink.
Oh, I don't want a drink. I don't want a drink.
A little scotch will calm you down.
It's not going to calm me down because there is no scotch. They took all the scotch.
All the scotch?
All the scotch, baby.
The ship is regal too?
No. They're going to take the cheap liquor and leave the good liquor. What do you think they cleaned us out?
Sons of bitches! You sons of bitches! All in 5 minutes, huh? What? They must have been gorillas. to lift all that in 5 minutes?
You leave me alone. Would you stop swearing? I called the police.
You called the police.
Didn't I just say that?
Did you tell them we were robbed?
Oh, now I'm friendly with the police.
And then don't you.
No, don't you yell at me! Don't yell at me! I'm just as upset as you are.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you, okay? Let me get you.
I want a Valium.
Take one, you'll feel better.
I'm not going to feel any better because there are no Valiums. There's just no Valiums.
Bastard! Oh my God! Oh my God! They stopped to get away and hit the tree, burns up and settled down.
I mean, you read about it every day, and when it happens to you, can you believe it?
A television? Yeah, I can understand. Liquor? I can understand.
Sick people! Sick people!
It's all right. As long as you want her, that's the important thing. The lock's not broken. It's not jimmy. I don't even know how they got it here.
Maybe they found my key in the street.
What did you say?
Maybe they found my key in the street. I lost my key. I left the door open.
You left the door open?
I didn't have a key.
So you left the door open? In a city with the highest crime rate in the history of the world? You left the door open?
I didn't have a key. What did you want me to do? Take the furniture with me? How did they know?
Oh, they know. They know a door locks and nothing open. Dog Chucky Wild lights up. Door open, 14th floor, 88th Street, 2nd Avenue. They know.
They don't.
I mean, they have to go around trying doors.
And what did you think? They were going to try every door in the house except yours? Let's leave 14A alone, fellas. That's like a nice door.
If they're going to go around trying doors, they have 23 hours and 55 minutes a day to do that. I didn't think that in the 5 minutes that I was gone, they were going to try our door. I gambled, I lost.
And what kind of gamble is that to take? If you lose, they get everything. If you win, they rob somebody else.
I had to shop. I mean, did you look how much money I saved us?
Hey. All right. We are doing a test.
Keep talking.
Hello, testing. Hi, how are you? Good to have you. Good to be here.
Good to be had.
Yes, good. There it
Always
is.
like to be had.
Yes, it is. Well, yes, have and be had.
Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
a movie?
It should be.